We back, man. I wanted to invite y'all to a special segment. Yo, yo, yo. It's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. You are now rocking with Big Ant. We got a special segment, man. We call these the poolside vibes. These the poolside vibes, man. Like I told y'all before, this is my pop's crib, and I come over here and kick it with them. And I like the vibe here, bro. When I come over here, I always feel like I gotta work. It's like I like what he did with this place. Like, shout out to the whole fam over here, my little brother, my little sister, stepmother, everybody that's over here. Um, when I get over here, bro, it feel like a getaway from the crib for a second. It's like one of them little getaway vibes. Like, hey, bro, I'm kind of getting away from everything going on, but I'm still, tapped in. We still are tapped in for sure. Yeah, man, we over here by the pool. I'm trying to get the little setup in the back. I can't get the angle on point, man. I'm trying to get the angle on point, y'all. So y'all ain't gonna better see the pool. I guess because I got it horizontal. Yeah, we good. We ain't doing too much, man. I could just come this way. Let's do it this way, man. It's about as good as it's gonna get, man. If you can see me, you can see me. If not, you can hear me. I just want to tap in real quick. These the what is it? Monday night. We will be live tomorrow night, Studio 56 podcast. So y'all be ready for that. And I just want to vibe out with y'all real quick, spill the real on a few things, man. Y'all tapped into the Big Ant Show right now, man. This is the Big Ant Show. Y'all hit that like and turn us up, man. We not tripping on donations. We not tripping on them Dr. Umars. Excuse the dog, man. Whenever he hear the airplanes, he gonna trip out. We not tripping on the donations. We not Dr. Umar in it. And that really, you only say that as I seen Dr. Umar make a post today. Fam, people need help in times of need, no doubt about it. I don't ever want nobody to like, if you need help and you got to reach out to the people and you're going through them type of situations, I get it. You feel me? Like sometimes you don't know where the money gonna come from. Your only option is to go ask the people. But when you're doing, and you just have to explain these things to people because people on the internet like to play dumb. And I got to get better at that myself of even giving those people attention who being willfully ignorant. Some of them are willfully ignorant because they worship these people with names or these people with followings or these people that they fans of. They worship them. They worship them like they can't do no wrong. They worship them like they Jesus, my nigga. And no matter what they do, bro, they gonna try to find a way to defend it or make it seem like it ain't that. And I don't subscribe to that lifestyle, bro. I got a mind of my own. It just is what it is. So you gotta back them in the corner. If people are needing help to raise funds, that's understandable. But that's not what bro has been doing throughout these years. He's been trolling, he's been mocking, he's been playing on people desperateness, people's pain and passion for being black and trying to make it a black cause. He's manipulating, exploiting being black, and to do that and then ask for money and get to the point. Like bro was on video in 2020 and I did a video on it back then and people was defending him. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I was never covering Dr. Umar like in 2018, 2019. I really never paid him no attention for real. So when I covered the story, the first time, we finna get to the topics in a second, but the first time I covered Dr. Umar, was either when him and Kevin Samuels got into it, but I think that was after when he did the slot machine stunt, when he's at the airport and he gambles on the slot machine and he loses, and he put like $20 in there total and was like, yeah, family, the ancestors don't want me to get this money this way. Hit the cash up. We got to get this school built, family. And I'm like, oh, this dude is like, you know, I made a video on it, and I really didn't even know Dr. Umar full background in, and I just called it out like, bro, it seemed like you running a play. And I was kind of like, hey, hopefully you do get the school built. But as time went on, I'm like, nah, he's attacking other people in the culture and in the community and trying to tell other people what they should and shouldn't be doing with their money, their funds, their positions. But you're the guy asking for the money. And, you know, I hope that he would get the school built, but all of your storylines are lies, bro. Like they come off as lies. They come off as con artist moves. They come off as scams. You know what I'm saying? When the bank thing, bro, I've had a bank account since I was in middle school, bro. And anytime something fraudulent has happened, I've had a couple times where I remember one time somebody was going to Kohl's and they was shopping on my credit card. They hit me immediately. Your card is at risk. And then there's other times where I go to a store and I buy something. Like say I buy some kicks out of a store and then I'm leaving out. And I'm like, man, I'm going to go get that other pair too. I go back and get the other pair. They going to be like, hey, bro, they going to hit you on the text like something fraudulent going on with your account. So it's like, he comes in with these antics, bro. So that's just what that is. Hey, mama. Over here, my daddy eyes. My mama up in here tonight, y'all. Y'all say, hey, mama, politicians in the chat real quick. Y'all say, hey, mama, politicians in the chat. She's in the building. I'm drunk. No, I don't drink out the cup or what. Got us a good little mix going on tonight. Good little mix. Shout out to mama politicians in the chat one time. She is in the building. Mama, you had to work tonight? Mama, you at work or you at the house? Let's see if she had to work, y'all. Then we gonna move on. I really wasn't trying to go into a Dr. Umar dive. She's at work. My mama at work, y'all. We over here posted up chilling. Got a trip this weekend. Shout out to Port Arthur, man. You know, we rocking. Big Texas. You know, we rock with Port Arthur the long way. So, yeah, that's just what that is, bro. But I'm just a person. I'm going to be real with y'all before we get to the topics. I'm not the guy that can come in and ask my people to give me money, bro. Like, I just can't, like, on my platform. Like, just for me to spend and have a certain type of lifestyle, man, I'm not going to ask y'all. Like, I'm going to create a product. I'll create a product, y'all, that y'all can go support. You feel me? As opposed to just asking y'all that, like, whoop-de-whoop, just to make it, like, be a black thing and make it like y'all got to give this to me. Give me your money for us. Nah. If I need the money for me, I'm going to tell you directly, I need the money for me. And then you have a choice if you want to donate it or not. I'm also the type, well, hey, bro, I'd rather not get on here and tell people donate, donate, donate. You can. That's a choice. But I'd rather go create a product and then you go support that product. That's me. I need everybody to hit the like button and turn us up. We need 100 more likes, bro. We need 100 more. That's free. That don't cost nothing. That's how y'all support me. That's how y'all turn me up. Watching the videos, hitting that like button, you know, interacting in them comments. Everybody get in the comments and hit them ant emojis if you're on your cell phone right now. We need them ant emojis, and let's get to it. We got Nicki Minaj real quick today. I was just thinking I didn't want to do a video on this because I'm going to be real with y'all with Nicki Minaj, hands down, to me, personal opinion. Yeah, hit the comments with them ant emojis, man. And after this live is over, come back and hit the comments with them ant emojis after the live is over. You feel me? After this live is over, come back and hit with the ant emojis on the live comments, man. It take a little while to process on the channel, but after the process, you catch the replay. Shout out to the replay gang. Come hit that ant emoji. And shout out to all my overnight workers right now. That third shift, y'all got to get that graveyard money in. I know some of y'all at them bars tonight. I'm a Jack Daniels drinker, if anybody wants to know. Shout out to all my people, overnight shifts, that third shift, the real shift, that graveyard. If you at the bars, the restaurants, the lounges, shout out to the people that's at your retail, Walmart, stockers, all that, machine shops, forklift drivers, truck drivers, all that, man. Construction workers. We got so many different type of people listening and supporting this. It's crazy, y'all. The reach is crazy. So let's get to it. Nicki Minaj had recently went on several rants, going at Rock Nation, whatever. She can do what she want to do. I just know when Nicki Minaj starts ranting, she used to come to rant to start talking about the radio. Like her Queen, what's it called? Queen Radio? Or is it Pink Radio? Whatever her radio like podcast thing is. And I don't think that it was like, she didn't have to meet no agreements. She didn't have to. I don't think she even has like a real obligation contractually where Nicki Minaj has to go do the radio. But y'all remember whenever she would rant, it would be for her to go do her radio show. And I don't know if she still does that. Shout out to Boodums. Said he saw me at the store yesterday, 100 for shit show. Queen Radio. Yes, Queen Radio. Okay, just making sure. So I'm not sure if she had like contractual obligations to do her radio. But whenever she would do the radio, it would be like, hey, I'm going to just do a bunch of ranting, calling people out, and it's going to get the people to the radio. So let's turn it in. You know what I'm saying? Then she would go, and, that would lead up to some dropping, maybe a tour, maybe some album, new music or whatever. But now she's doing these rants, and she's not going to Queen Radio. She's just ranting. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. The Nicki Minaj rants, whether they're true or not, false or not, they just come off as very like cringy to me. That's the best, the easiest way for me to explain it. They come off as cringy. They come off as cringy, bro. That's just a personal opinion, and I know that could be seen as a harsh word, man. But it's kind of like, Nicki, I don't really know what you're getting at here. What is the point? What's the angle? And it's kind of like, I know a lot of people on the internet, it's like Jay-Z has a 50-50 persona on the internet as far as receptiveness to the fans and supporters. You're going to have the people that love Jay-Z, highest honor to them, all that. Then you have the people that don't like Jay-Z. And they're saying this and that, and it's the Rock Nation this, the Rock Nation that, and, whatever. So Nicki Minaj goes for that, and people eat it up. She's Nicki Minaj, one of the best female rappers ever, in my opinion. Nicki Minaj is the female rap GOAT as far as putting it all on the table. That's my opinion. Nicki Minaj is the female rap GOAT. Just rapping, skill set, where she came from, ability to make hits, bars. She done held her own with the best rappers on verses several times. So, Nicki Minaj is the best female rapper of all time to me. So I salute her on that. But when she would go, and she made this one rant, then she got into it with TDE and MacWop. And she was going at them. And then she started tagging the FBI and shit. And I'm like, bro, what is this, Nicki? At the same time, she's calling Desiree Perez, who is an informant, and let's keep it a band. Like, she's an informant, right? Okay. Do we think that Nicki Minaj really cares and stands on some type of informant or snitch standards? You know what I'm saying? Do we feel like that Nicki Minaj, like, so when I hear Nicki Minaj call somebody a snitch, I'm instantly thinking that this is childish. I just, when she was going at MacWop, when she got into it with MacWop from TDE. So when I see Nicki do this, and I'm like, is this for attention? Is this for her to trend online? And I'm like, Nicki Minaj is way too successful to even be thinking I need to trend online. But then you got to think we got niggas like Kanye. It's like you're too successful to do this garnishing attention stuff that doesn't come off as, hey, I'm doing this for the culture. I'm doing this for the people. I'm doing this for y'all. Nicki Minaj has never gave me that. Like, I've never looked at Nicki Minaj as an artist or a person who's doing things to push the culture forward as a whole where everybody can grow. Nicki Minaj has always came off as the person who is, hey, I'm that rapper. These girls can't see me in bars, which they can't. Uh, but she never gave me those vibes, man, of like, I'm doing this for the culture. I'm trying to make a stance for the culture. It's always been the me vibe from her. And when she got on, it was all about her. So cool. Like, that's your stance. That's who you is. You showing us who you is. So when I hear certain rants from her, I'm like, what is this about? Because I know you're not doing it for the next generation of female rappers. You're not trying to put no female rappers on, and you don't have to. You don't have to. You're not obligated to do that. So when you go at these entities, I'm like, Nicki Minaj, you play the industry game for what we hear as well. When Nicki Minaj goes at people, I'm like, I've been hearing about you playing the industry game forever behind the scenes. This is what I hear. This is what I hear. I don't know. Yep, from the field, for sure. So when I hear her go on rants and call out the industry, I'm like, Nicki Minaj, you are the industry as well. So when I hear somebody who is industry and uses the industry and works the industry and to benefit her, she works the analytics as far as, not the analytics, the perception. Like, I've always felt like Nicki, like, hey, bro, I just want to be number one. I just want to be top dog. I'm not finna co-sign no Lotto, because Lotto kind of sound like she could give me a run for my money in rap. You know, you know what I'm saying? Said, I rock with you. I'm from the Lou. You read that. I don't know who you talking about, bro. Oh boy. Okay, I know you talking about. I know you talking about, bro. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I showed him some love, bro. And you know, niggas gonna do stuff like that, bro. Niggas say disrespectful stuff. Niggas gonna do disrespectful stuff, say disrespectful stuff. Sometimes you gotta let it ride and let it slide and pay it no mind. Yeah, I turn up sometime, y'all. I turn up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I do be turning up. I do be going there, turning up, active, talking it, getting I call it passionate. Y'all might call it emotional. But I be making a decision sometime. Hey, bro, let's keep it real. Before we move on to Nicki or Samo, when I turn up and start going off and yelling and hollering, don't y'all like that? Don't some of y'all engage? Y'all want that? Y'all don't want to just be dry all the time. Hold on. I gotta take this one off, dog. Sometimes you gotta turn up on niggas, bro. You gotta stay firm. You gotta stand up, bro. Like, If you don't stand up and speak up at time, everybody gonna think they can play with you. Then you gotta let niggas know. So hold on. I'm about to switch over to this phone, y'all. You good when you don't be too drunk, G. Hold on. Ooh. We back. Hold on. Just like that. And we back. We are outside with it. So with Nicki Minaj here, y'all, this is the thing she did with Dez Bryant. Let me go to her tweets. So Dez Bryant, if y'all didn't know who Dez Bryant is, cold wide receiver, Dallas, most of where he made his name at, had a stint in Baltimore. What did Dez Bryant play besides Dallas and Baltimore? I can't think off the top. The Browns, right? Cleveland Browns, if I'm not mistaken. I know for sure Dallas, that's where he got drafted, made his name at. In Dallas, got the infamous catch that they said was a drop that year. Dez Bryant most definitely, it was Saints, my bad. Where I get Browns from? Nah, Dez Bryant does not have a ring. I said Browns. Where I get that from? So Nicki hopped on Twitter and and that's why I say I don't know if she's gaslighting, if she's just trying to trend, does she have something coming? Um, I don't know. I don't know what it is with Nicki. So she was going. Dez Bryant jumped in the negotiation conversation with Micah on the Cowboys linebacker. He's holding out right now in camp, and it's been making the blogs. It's making the internet. Hey, Micah, he holding out. They need him in Dallas, linebacker. That nigga's cold. It's, you know. And whenever a player like that hold out on the Cowboys, they like the LA Lakers, the New York Yankees. They the biggest marketed team in the NFL, pretty much. One of them, one of the teams. So Dez Bryant spoke on the conversation with Micah. And then that, I don't know what kicked the back and forth off with him and Rock Nation. I know he spoke in a way like, he said something towards like negotiations and contracts. And I don't know who went at who. I don't know if Jerry Jones said something. I seen Jerry Jones on the field. I don't know if that was old or new. But Rock Nation had put out a statement. Dr. Umar saying his banks are still blocked, y'all. Yeah, that's what I meant to tell y'all real quick.
Yes. Bill to the haters, instigators, and defamers. That's all we gonna say. That's all we ain't got no more words. We ain't got no more words, brothers and sisters. I'm at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. The accounts are still frozen. We're looking into it. The accounts are still frozen, brothers and sisters. We're supposed to hear back Friday. We're supposed to hear back Friday. That sounds like Monday to me. The bills, they're messing with our automatic payments. They're messing up a lot of stuff with this frozen account. They froze me and they froze the school. That's all right. That's all right. We're going to stay patient. We're going to stay positive, and we're going to see what they say on Friday, no later than Monday. But we need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm only going to say this to the Ifa Tunde faithful. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. I say this to the defamers, the instigators, and else in the conscious community put together. So my struggle streams keep on struggling to bring me down. Oh, yes. Struggle streamers keep on struggling to bring me down. Oh, yes. with your 5,000 views, your 20,000 views, your 800 views, your 50,000 views. Struggle streamers, keep on trying to take down King Kong. I want you to keep on trying to take down King Kong with my 67 million Instagram views a month. What y'all going to do when my Go Live channel is ready? What are y'all going to do when my independent Go Live channel is ready? I'm going to kill the whole movement, brothers and sisters. Else in the conscious community. So my struggle streams, keep on struggling to bring me back. Struggle to that. I'm big finger. What you heard?
Yeah. Okay. Jim Jones has also announced a podcast, y'all. Jim Jones says he has a podcast on the way before we move on.
Don't get scared now. Y'all ready for my podcast? Like, none of y'all can talk more shit than me. I promise you that. I thought that. Let me stop. This is actually one of the podcast setups we have in the facility that's here for rent and wellness influences people that
Yeah, Dr. Umar. We'll do a video for Umar and we'll figure it out. You know. Turn us up, man. Turn us up. So let me get that Rock Nation post that they put out there real quick, and then let me go to these tweets. This phone is actually about to die. Damn. We got to get to these tweets, y'all. Hold on. So Rock Nation put this out in the midst because I seen Dez Bryant speak up. They said in 2015 at the 21 Club on the napkin, Jerry Jones, Juan Perez, Sean Jay-Z Carter, and Stephen Jones negotiated a 5-year, $70 million deal, which included a $45 million guarantee and a $20 million signing bonus for Dez Bryant. At the time, it was the second largest contract for a wide receiver in NFL history. The claim that Mr. Carter or Rock Nation representatives did not return a call from Jerry Jones is not only a false statement, but it's also a comical one. Rock Nation sports representative. Rock Nation jumped in on that conversation. So Nicki Minaj, let me get to what she said. I hate that my phone about to die. I don't even feel like going to get the charger out. We gonna stay here a little bit longer, y'all. I ain't gonna be on here too late, but I do need everybody to hit that like button. Nicki Minaj had said she jumped in this conversation, just everything with Rock Nation. And then it got real between her and Dez Bryant as she said, I hope Jerry Jones is having a great day. She said, I hope Jerry Jones is having a good day. So Dez Bryant had said, Jerry Jones, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I kept quiet about a lot of unfair shit. We can have a story time if that's what we are doing on some G shit. So I guess by Dez Bryant saying that, that's what made Rock Nation jump in. I guess because Jerry Jones was talking, Jerry Jones was talking to the media about Micah not participating in training camp. So Nicki went up and retweeted Dez Bryant, and she put that movie on there with the jigsaw. What the hell is the name of that movie? What was the name of that movie with the jigsaw character, bro? Nicki Minaj said, do y'all want to play a game? I forgot the name of that fucking movie. Nigga used to watch them hoes back in the day. What's the name of that movie, y'all? With the jigsaw character? Saw. So she jumped out there and said, hey, it's Nicki Minaj. How about we play a game? Every time you do a Jerry Jones or NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own. So then Dez Bryant posted a gif of the jigsaw, and Nicki Minaj went and posted the jigsaw bike rolling out like, hey, let's go story for story. So she said, all my stories will be about Rock Nation, Jay-Z, and the alleged racist Desiree Perez, Rock Nation CEO. I hope you fully understand the rules. It's your turn. She's telling Dez Bryant this. So Dez Bryant said,
look, Miss Nicki, leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. I'm a huge fan. I hope you're having a great day.
this is what Nicki Minaj posted. Oh, she is promoting her new nails, though. So she does have nails that she's promoting. I didn't know that. So there you go. She do got something she's promoting, her nails. So Dez Bryant found the article. He got blasted for jumping in beef, which he wasn't jumping in beef. Oh, I guess this the 2020 beef. It says Dez Bryant get blasted by Nicki Minaj fans for jumping in beef. I guess this the Cardi B beef because she X'd out Cardi B name. Gotta be that. This is what Nicki posted. I think she crossed out Cardi B name right there. So it's Miss Petty. This just came across my desk from 2020. I guess you're one of those guinea pigs they've been using to bully people for them. Did you think I came over here to play tweeties with your silly ass, sir? See, the problem with people who are always playing is that they think everyone else is playing too. I'd mind my business if I was you. Be blessed. So Nicki found she then said, she went found the article that he had the little domestic violence stuff with his mama. She said, go beat your mom and then ask Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile cunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Grabbing your mother by her hair and you saying Nicki Minaj is the one with personal issues, because he said something back to her. I got to see what he said. She said, is this true, pussy ass? Because is this true, you pussy ass nigga? Projection like always. We didn't make your dad rape your mom just like we. Oh, she talking to somebody else. Okay, yeah. She's finding old tweets where he said that he's not that he's pro-choice, that he's not pro-choice. So he spoke against abortions. So he's talking about the nigga mama and all these other things. So Nicki's going at that. And then she said, and I'm going to get to what he said in a second. It's all over the place. Nicki just tweeting all type of wild shit. Now she got a picture with, hey, it's dad. Dad as in granddad. Oh, wow, hi, I miss you. No, it's Baghdad. And she got a picture with Shaq. She just typing all type of shit. She said she got tea, but she put up a picture with Shaq. She said, this is extremely disturbing. How can Dez Bryant beat the woman who carried him for 9 months and birthed you? So he responded to Nicki Minaj saying all that. My bad, y'all. This shit is all over the place. I'm going to just say what Dez Bryant said. He was out eating on one of his videos saying, man, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit, man. Like, whatever. But he did say this. Say, bitch. He said, look, this is what Dez Bryant say. He said, say, bitch, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt shit in Dallas. I don't get how you could even be on the internet with your husband being a sex offender. You said we are speaking facts, weird hoe. So come on. I changed my mind. He said, I really didn't go to jail. It was some real corrupt shit going on. Jerry know I've been keeping it player all these years. I stand on business. I don't have to lie about shit. If I did those things, I should have been in jail. He said, I said I was out of it and she came at me. I went as far as saying I was a fan. Fuck all of that and shut the fuck up. He arguing with Nicki with the barbs now. He said, if I ever decide to tell the story what my mama put me through since a kid, the entire world will shut the fuck up. Jerry Jones know how fucked up my family was, but they decided to use it in a negotiation tactic. I can really talk if I want it, but I'm headed in a better direction. She said, I'm so happy you brought this up. This is what Nicki Minaj said. I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come and fight him since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for. He said, I've been lied on. Yeah. He said, I've been lied on my whole career, so I'm not trying to hear all of that shit. I thought we were speaking facts. I don't play all that funny shit. Go get that 10 million in cash. I'll stomp that nigga out right in front of you. And it's rock for life, bitch. And then somebody said, now he's been lied on his career, his whole career, laughing my ass off. So while we speak out against someone who is standing up for themselves for the lies someone's put out about them, and they're simply speaking up for themselves. He said, I'm not trying to hear all of that victim shit. She came at me. I wished her well and gave her respect. I was standing up for myself whenever Jerry spoke my name. I never mentioned her or Rock Nation. She decided to ride that wave. Fuck all of that. I'm about to tell Ed I'm Cardi B on her. Jay-Z, I hope you're having a great day, pimp. Nicki was actually trying to defend your CTE head ass. You should be happy someone who was going through a similar situation is defending your ass. He said she wasn't defending shit. She was inserting herself. She has no reason of even mentioning me. So that's that. They going back and forth. But that nigga Dez Bryant say line up to 10 million, he gonna squabble that nigga. That's that. That's that. We'll see. From where I stand, bro, Nicki Minaj be all over the place now. Like he said, he was tweeting to, and I thought that's what it was. Jerry Jones was giving a speech and he was talking about the MICA negotiations, but Nicki Minaj seen that and started going at that situation. So it is what it is, bro. They went back and forth. That nigga said, hey, line up to 10 million, we'll pull up and get tools. It shouldn't happen. They not gonna do it. And this is one thing I don't agree with women. Stop volunteering your man for violence. I need all of my women out here, bro. And I'm gonna talk to my sisters. Nicki Minaj, separate her from this. This ain't got nothing to do with her. Stop volunteering your man for violence. That is crashing him out. You putting your man in a very uncomfortable position, man. Very uncomfortable position. Hey, the dude that's typing in the chat trolling, you have to grab this link or I'm going to kick you out now. We'll invite you. We'll give you some time since you want to be seen. You didn't get enough attention growing up. And my mother is watching, so we got to give you a spanking. See, I got a lot of attention from my family. I'm sorry, you didn't get none from yours, so you managed to grow up and be an adult who creates accounts and trolls in the comment section. What a loser. When you look in the mirror tonight, just know God sees you and God is ashamed of you for how you act and how you move. So this is what we do here on Urban Politicians TV. You can join the live and you join this live and you come on live and say this. You have 2 minutes. If you don't and you continue to type, you're getting blocked. So let's move on. Dez and Brian, that is kind of a good story. That would be and I did look at that case. I didn't look at the case, but I read a summary of it, and I'll keep it 1,000, bro. I'll keep it 1,000. I'll keep it 100. When I heard the case, I was like, it's shaky. And there are people who get accused of rape and doing sexual acts that they did not do. And I saw that it was him and another girl in high school. They supposedly left the high school together and went to the girl house. So it's up in the air. He say he didn't do it. He say, man, the girl sat up there and said that I raped her. We was voluntarily doing this, and I think they got caught or she got caught by somebody having him in the house, and she went and screamed rape. So that's what he said. That's what he said. I don't know for sure, but when your brother is that too, Nicki, we keep it 1,000. When your brother is that too, Nicki, that's gonna be the thing with people on the internet, just keeping it 100. So Big Zoo, I can understand Big Zoo's stance. Like, hey man, I ain't never did that, and Big Zoo's story is believable. I want to keep it 1,000. Shout out to Big Zoo. Big Zoo's story is believable, man. I'm keeping it 100. Y'all know I ain't gonna come on here and be biased, man. If it sounded like some bullshit, I'll say, hey, that shit sound like bullshit. Big Zoo's story sounds 100% believable. But the thing is, from people on the outside looking in, your husband got this on his name, but then your brother also got it on his name. So that's what makes that become a thing with people, just keeping it all the way 1,000. But, with Big Zoo shit, his story is very believable. And if a nigga tell me that, I just say to my, okay, well, nah, bro, I hear you. Like, I hear you for sure. Like, I just hope a nigga not lying. It's tough that you got that jacket on your name, but it's like, hey, his story is very believable. Yeah, that's not unheard of. It happens a lot. Bro, I got homies who done been through that. I got a partner who been through that. For real, where a girl said they tried to rape her at the school or whatever. And then, man, we seen her. I didn't even go to the same school with bro back then. That was before he came to my high school. I'm cool with bro now. We rocking. And the shit happened at a whole nother high school. He ended up coming to our high school. And he had I think they like damn near went to jail. It was a bunch of shit. Had to go to court for it, all that shit. The girl came and apologized to him at the club one night. At the club, she came up and was like, hey, I'm sorry for what I did to your life. I'm sorry for how I did that. That was wrong. I'm sorry for messing up your life. We was kids and whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, man, it didn't happen. I remember that shit happened to them niggas at Duke. Y'all remember that? Them niggas at Duke ran that train on that white girl, and then she came back and said they tried to rape her, but one of them niggas had recorded it. But they was finna lock them niggas up, bro. It was the niggas at Duke. They ran a train on the white girl, and she said they raped her. And they like, hold on, bitch, you was with this. Them niggas used to run trains back in the days. Phoenix say her son went through it. Yeah, so I have to say that for Big Zoo, bro. I can't be fake. Like, I don't know. So let's turn it up and move on. The Boosie case. Real quick on the Boosie stuff, y'all. Yeah, lacrosse team. D. Bailey, you know what I'm talking about, D. Bailey. Probably like, it was some years ago. D. Bailey, no, I ain't lying. It was the lacrosse team. Then I think it happened to a basketball player as well somewhere. Like some basketball players or something like that. That shit happened with them. Sorry about the dog, y'all. So Boosie has taken a plea deal in his federal gun case, y'all. Let me just break it down for y'all real quick. My video, I put the video in there, and I don't know if I made my video clear. I probably could have explained it better. So Boosie caught this case 2023, y'all. He was out, and I think it was April or May of 2023, because it was May, early May 2023, and he went to court in June and got it dismissed. He was out at a video shoot in San Diego, working with some artists. They had paid him for a feature. They're in the backyard shooting a video. The guys he's shooting a video with, they neighborhood and they clique and they gang was under investigation. They not knowing, which they probably know, but they probably like, bro, we just shooting a video, nigga. Like, we ain't doing nothing illegal. Just so happened Boosie has a gun on him. Now, Boosie also has security with him. Now, this is where the tricky part come in, y'all. And I didn't explain this very well in my video, where it could have been more of an understanding how I come from where I come from with this stance. They pulled Boosie over in the car. The guns were not on Boosie in the car. So now his security is supposed to take these guns. Like, hey, these is guns for security and everything. But whatever, the state dropped the case, y'all. The state dropped the case. So when the state dropped the case, okay, we here now. The state dropped the case. Feds come out right after that. Mind you, I'm on the scene. They didn't come pull up and arrest me with the gun in hand, y'all. The evidence of them arresting Boosie was the gun was in your waistband, the back of your waistband. We surveilling this. They didn't get helicopters there to stop Boosie in traffic. Boosie is a convicted felon. He cannot have a firearm on him. So when they pulled them over, the state case, they dropped the case. Feds pick it right up. Maybe the feds told the state to drop the case. Who knows? They arrest Boosie when he leaves out of court with the case dismissed. The guns wasn't on Boosie in the car. So it's not like, hey, Boosie, I pulled you over. You had a gun in your car that you was driving. You was the only person in the car, so it's yours. And it also wasn't, hey, Boosie, we caught you out somewhere with a gun on you. It was none of that. It was, hey, bro, you were in the car with guns with other people. So cool. Boosie then tries to get a bond. It gets denied. Boosie eventually gets the bond. It was at the BET Awards that year. And he went to the BET Awards and he was just like, man, they coming after me. They doing me dirty. He said the prosecutor was rapping his lyrics and in court and just doing them dirty. So Boosie was fighting that case. They had put a motion up for his bond. They had used the interview. They was using interviews he had did, all type of stuff, things he had said online. They was using it all. So Boosie, they were using things on the internet to try to paint Boosie's character to deny his bond. That's all they was doing. The interviews had nothing to do with him catching the case. So nobody interview got Boosie locked up, y'all. They were using that stuff to paint his character, though. That's what they were doing. They was using Boosie's stuff to, paint his character on the internet as well. So what Boosie did, his lawyer did, she came for the gusto. Just something worked in his favor. A precedent of law with a guy named Shorty out of Inglewood, Duarte. Duarte had got a loophole where he was granted an appeal on his federal conviction. It was right like a month before Boosie was going to his case stuff. So that made it a precedent of law. The Duarte's factor was under the Ninth Circuit where on federal level, a non-violent convicted felon, non-violent charges should not be charged with having a firearm because he didn't have a non-violent offense. Boosie doesn't have any non-violent convictions. Boosie did time on drugs. So Boosie doing time on drugs. He doesn't have any non-violent convictions. Boosie has 2 drug charges. So they were like, hey, this was when Boosie was able to cut the ankle monitor off. He got the charges dropped, but there was still a gray area where they could come in and recharge Boosie, and they did. The prosecutor wanted him. He was saying stuff online. He was kind of popping it. He was flexing a little bit. He even cursed the prosecutor out on the internet. He did that. He went and did more interviews, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And then they brought him up on some stuff talking about drug usage. They talked about drug usage. So when he did drug usage, his lawyer was like, well, hold on. He passed every single drug test that he had to take. He didn't have yes, I'm saying Boosie does not have violent convictions. That's what I meant. My bad, y'all. I said that wrong. He doesn't have violent convictions. If I said he had violent convictions, I was like, okay. He has non-violent convictions. They're drug convictions. His convictions are not violent. So that's the reason they were using the Duarte situation as a precedent of law. Like, hey, my charges just dropped because Duarte got his appeal on his conviction. He appealed his federal conviction because, hey, dog, in the state of California, and if mine went federal too, I don't have any violent crimes. Well, what happened was last month, y'all, I mean in May, they reversed Duarte's decision. They reversed his appeal and took it away from him. So Duarte, that was going to be Boosie's president of law to keep him out of prison. But they were saying that it was an appeal. He was granted that appeal in the terms of it being unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional to convict somebody for being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. It's unconstitutional to convict them and send them to federal prison if they have no violent convictions on their record. So with Boosie having no violent convictions, he was gonna fall right into that Duarte rule, and that would have been a blessing because it had just happened a month before Boosie had to go to trial or start his case when he was doing his hearings. So they flipped it. They flipped it out. Hey, they reversed it. So that messed up him and what you call it. So Boosie put it out there today that he was going to accept the plea deal they offered him. He didn't tell us how much time though. From where I sit, I did see Mozzie just get a year. And I know Boosie got the bag. Boosie got the money. He's gonna hustle and grind. He can get a walk down date. He gonna pay whatever he gotta pay to get it down as low as possible. Now, Boosie does have the drug offenses, so he has points in the federal system. The feds run off of that point system. So with Boosie having a conviction, they might say, well, we can't let you do a year. Because when you go federal, your other record will come out from the state. Or if you got a federal record already. So they're going to give Boosie some time. I don't know. It just depends on the judge. They base it off the point system. But the feds kind of be different, bro. Like they kind of have a standard. But money green, money talk, bullshit walk 1,000 miles. Yeah, money talk, bullshit walk 1,000 miles. Boosie probably looking at about a year, 4 tops. But I don't think that that's gonna happen. I'm thinking Boosie might do a year, y'all. I'm thinking about it be a year. It'd be dope if they would just give him probation, but I think even Boosie knows, like, man, I gotta go do this time. The way he was talking today on that tweet, he said, I've spoken with my family, and this is the best decision to go ahead and make. I appreciate y'all, the fans. And when somebody talk like that, he pretty much saying, like, bro, I gotta go ahead and sign for this time, bro. I gotta go ahead and go do this time and be done. I gotta go ahead and go do it. But Boosie will be straight though, bro. He not finna be gone no long time. Boosie not finna. It's just, nigga, you a multi-million-dollar nigga. You ain't trying to go to prison, nigga. You got a big mansion, on acres. You got a neighborhood in your backyard. You eating good every day. You living good every day. You traveling. You're making money. You're having it your way. You can hustle and make 10,000 cash out of nowhere. So it's like, damn, nigga, you not trying to go sit down and be in no federal prison, nigga, and be in this whole sitting down chilling. You like, hell nah, bro. Like, what the hell? So I'm just telling y'all what happened. It's on the internet too, y'all. And I put some of the paperwork. Boosie doesn't have any paperwork. Let me make that clear. I put the documents, the court documents. I don't want to call it paperwork because y'all niggas will run with it like it's that. It's not that. I put the documents, some of the documents from Duarte, or the write-up from the Duarte case that they was going to use as a precedent of law to get Boosie off. But, Boosie thought he was good, cut the ankle monitor off and all that, man. So it's tough for him, bro. It sucks. I thought he was gonna be straight, and I want to make this clear, y'all. This was not just for Boosie. I know a lot of people gave me a lot of slack throughout the years of me covering this case. I feel if you run a legitimate business, this is my personal opinion, y'all. I feel like a lot of laws that we have in this country are outdated. Every law in this country is man-made. Every law. Every law is man-made, y'all. So with every law being man-made, there's room for flaw. America was a place that had no laws. They had no laws here. The Europeans came in and colonized this land and made these man-made rules that were never fair. These laws that they created were never fair. They were never fair. These laws were never fair. Y'all got to think, bro. For centuries, they didn't even look at black Americans as huge, and that was by law. They used to sell us by law. So the moral compass of these things, what the U.S. Constitution is based on, is man-made, and it's always been flawed. And that we still riding with a lot of laws that were created by men who are not thinking fairly, not moving fairly. That's why I say the laws is outdated. A lot of y'all think when I'm saying that, y'all think I got some type of celebrity worshiping mindset. The people who really rock with me, the people that really support me, they know that is not the case with me at all. Because what's affecting Boosie right now don't just affect Boosie. It affects a lot of other men out here as well, a lot of black men, a lot of fathers. And I feel, hey man, if you messed up in your past and you done some time, and you first, if you have no violent convictions and you now have a legitimate, fair business, I feel like you have a right to protect yourself. And no matter in what field you in, it could be a gas station worker, it could be a truck driver, it could be a warehouse worker. You could be making 30,000 a year, 50,000 a year, 100,000 a year, or you could be $1 million rapper. But of course, I'm gonna side with my culture. As in hip hop, it's dangerous. Boosie is going and making legal money that he's going to pay taxes on, y'all. Boosie is going to pay taxes on this money that he's making. Boosie is not making street money. Yes, the laws are the laws. Boosie, on paper, broke the law. I'm not denying that. You gotta follow the laws. Boosie, the law, breaking the laws have consequences. We know that. That's overstood. But I'm telling y'all that to think to a higher level. I'm just calling it for what it is. Yes, Boosie broke the law. When you break the law, they will lock you up. This is a fact. I'm not denying that. But what I'm also saying is what happened with Boosie just don't affect Boosie. It affects a lot of people. Boosie had security there. People say, get security, get security. Security has been shot, y'all. Security has ran off and left. Security is humans. Security heartbeat and they bleed just like us. Security is not the end all to be all. It's not. Rapping in the music industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry in the way that it rotates the money. A lot of other people profit and benefit from rap. You say what? I done damn near start sweating at this motherfucker on the seat. So that's all I was saying, bro. Like, I wasn't pressing nothing else. That's all I was pressing with this storyline. It wasn't nothing that I was just like, hey, bro, I feel that there are a lot of men in this game, in this world, who need a firearm for protection, bro. There's so many guns out there, dog. So many people having weapons, especially a nigga being from Texas. I tell y'all all the time, it's more legal guns out here in Texas than illegal. It wasn't me trying. I wasn't trying to say that he didn't. You know, he got to go through what he got to go through, but I was just bringing on a different perspective, bro. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. I was just keeping it 1,000 on that. Like, hey, bro, I think these laws need to be revisited. We know rapper security have been shot. People rob rappers. It's a dangerous game. That's all I was pushing. I need 100 more likes right now, y'all. Turn it up, turn it up. We'll see what happened with Boosie. I keep y'all updated on it. That's why I was defending this, because I felt like Boosie didn't go cut. It's a crime on paper to have a weapon, y'all, as a convicted felon. But Boosie didn't use that gun to commit a crime. He didn't go put that gun on somebody. He didn't go do dirt. He didn't go make a drug deal. He didn't rob nobody. He didn't get in the shootout. The gun was really there for protection. That's all I'm saying. Facts, D. Big facts, D. That's facts. Niggas don't care about security. When it's going down, it's going down. Not true. When you a street rapper, the energy gets invited more depending on what type of street rapper you are. It is what it is. So we'll move on, y'all. Y'all hit that like button and turn us up. Turn us up. I'm gonna let somebody join. I'm gonna stay on here for 10 more minutes. If anybody wants to join, you can. I want to speak on this Charlamagne and Donald Trump stuff today. I want to make this part clear, y'all, because a lot of people were disagreeing with me on my take. On my take, y'all. A lot of people was disagreeing with me with this Charlamagne the God and Donald Trump stuff. Donald Trump, you know, he threw Charlamagne the alley-oop. Shout out to Charlamagne. Cause nigga, if Donald Trump diss you, Donald Trump called him what he called him? Donald Trump called that nigga motherfucking. Damn, I done took the video off. Come on. Got a little bit of video here.
Proposed to pick with President Trump. If you took his name out of it and looked solely at what has happened, the policies and the things that have changed around the world and in our country,
Sleazeball. He called him a sleazeball.
how do you rate his presidency so far? I wouldn't give it a good rating. You know, why not? Simply because, you know, the least of us are still being impacted the worst. Like when you look at something like, you know, the big beautiful bill, that's something that, you know, I'm going to benefit from because of the tax bracket that I'm in. But, you know, there's going to be so many people that's hurt by that bill. And, you know, anything that, you know, takes away Medicaid from people and it will put people in a worse financial situation than, you know, they were previously in, I'm not for. And, you know, he ran on that. Like he ran on, you know, the economy. He ran on saying that, you know, grocery prices are going to be down and, you know, that has happened. No. Inflation is trending down. And by the way, Medicaid, we want to make sure the people who are not actual recipients or shouldn't be getting Medicaid are off of Medicaid so it can actually benefit more people. There is good stuff in it. You have the 2017 tax cuts that are made permanent, and that really is for everybody. But that's for everyone. Everyone in this country is impacted by that. You also have things, by the way, like money going to school choice for parents all across this country. There is a lot of good that I think will come out of the big beautiful bill. But what about things like right now? People are hurting, and he campaigned on immediate change, day one change, and you don't think you felt any change? People aren't feeling. Donkey of the day for Monday, August 4th goes to President Donald J. Trump. Now, if you haven't heard, I was on Laura Trump's show, My View, on Fox this past weekend. Drop one of the clues bombs for Laura Trump. She's been a guest on Breakfast Club before, so I had no problem showing up to her program. You know, I'm one of those silly rabbits who still believes in the First Amendment. Okay, freedom of speech. Thankfully, Laura is a Trump who still believes in freedom of speech because her father-in-law, the 47 47th president of the United States of America did not take too kindly to some things I had to say. Where is the lie? Trump's big, beautiful bill is going to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. Okay, the other issue I said on my view with Lawrence Trump is I believe traditional conservatives are quietly staging a political coup to take their party back from MAGA. I explained this to y'all a couple of weeks ago. Traditional conservatives are going to take the Republican Party back. I think there's a political coup going on right now in the Republican Party that people aren't paying attention to. This Epstein thing is going to be a way for traditional.
And this right here is a conspiracy theory on the internet, y'all. I've been seeing that.
Conspiracy theory I have. It just feels like traditional.
That's a conspiracy theory that's on the internet.
Trump could use this opportunity to get it back because the MAGA base wouldn't be upset at all if they impeached Trump and voted to remove him because he's in the Epstein files. Trump didn't like any of that, so he replied with a law on Truth Social. The very wonderful and talented Laura Trump, whose show is a big rating success, put racist sleazebag Charlamagne the God. Why is he allowed to use the word God when describing himself? Can anyone imagine the uproar there would be if I used that nickname? We'll study your lessons. He's a low IQ individual, has no idea what words are coming out of his mouth, and knows nothing about me or what I've done. Like just ending 5 wars, including a 31-year bloodbath between Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, where 7 million people have died and there was no end in sight. He did not know that. Or India and Pakistan, or wiping out Iran's nuclear capabilities, or closing the horrendous open border, or creating the greatest economy, where prices and inflation have come way down, and where stupid and corrupt Joe Biden set the record for doing the worst job as president ever. But this dope Charlamagne would vote for Sleepy Joe or Kamala, ? Remember, 1 year ago, our country was dead, and now it's the hottest, and he capitalized hottest, country anywhere in the world, MAGA. Now, the personal insults, I don't care. He called me a sleazebag. I looked up the definition.
So Charlamagne said he didn't stop the 5 wars and nobody knows about it. And he only been in office 6 months. Now, he did say immediate stuff, but bro, I don't feel like I'm not even paying attention to what's everything is changing, y'all, on the numbers. I'm not looking at the unemployment rates or the inflation rates. I know everything is high. I shop on a budget. I live on a super tight budget. That's just how I'm going to always be, bro. I'm going to do my best. I do my best to keep my overhead super low. So I just tell everybody this, bro. I tell everybody, and this is why I stand with it. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. You can criticize Trump as much as you want to. But, you know, when I hear Charlamagne speak about the border, he's like, yeah, man, I'm for the border. And but he hasn't closed the border, though. He hasn't closed the border. He's made some good changes. But I'm like, bro, he working the border. That wasn't a major priority for the Democrats. So when you say that, it's like, okay, you hear the Democrats pushing sanctuary cities. You hear them pushing sanctuary cities, meaning come in. Then he even said the words of the lines of people that are legal, have legal working status, are getting deported. How many people that are legal have been deported, y'all? Do anybody got them numbers? Is that true? Are people that are legal citizens or legal to be here being deported? That's why I just keep saying, like, bro, y'all could go back and forth, but they talking about the wealth, and I don't like the gaslighting. Don't mix up wealth, poverty, rich or poor with the presidential candidate, bro. Don't mix that up with the presidential candidate, bro. Because how rich or poor you are is not going to be determined on what president is in office. That's not going to determine, oh, well, Trump in office, so I'm finna be rich. Or Trump is in office now, so the poor are going to be poor. Bro, the American system has always been based on finding a way to make the loophole work for you. The right relationships, right place, right time. Either you going to go do something that you ain't supposed to be doing, or you're going to go get you a job that pays well, work yourself up to the top, invest in things, use your money as a tool, use your money to work for you. And that's how you come up. I just hate when people talk about like the economy and rich and poor. You're making the richer richer and you're making the poorer poor. And Donald Trump, you doing this. Bro, that is happening under every president's watch. That is happening under every president's watch, where the richer get richer, the poorer get poor. That don't matter who in office, bro. That's the American way. Inflation made that worse because it eliminated the middle class. Certain cities been not having a middle class, bro. No matter who was in office, you go to certain cities, they don't have a middle class. So when they start saying this is under Trump, this is under Trump, I'm like, bro, this country been under shit, been in shit, and we not supposed to be in shit. But this is the way of the world. This is the way of the world, bro. The rich gonna stay rich, the poor gonna get poor, unless you find a loophole. And then you got rich people going broke. You got poor people getting rich. This is a fact. Under every single presidential candidate, it don't matter. And let's keep it a band, y'all. Y'all do know like probably 65 to 70% of black men are in the workforce. I know they push this propaganda like niggas don't do shit every day. They push this propaganda like niggas don't have jobs. They try to push this insight like niggas don't get out here and take care of their families. But 60 to 70% of black men have jobs, bro. This is documented facts. Now, the economy is very expensive and our people are out here struggling. This is a fact. But let's keep it 100. All I be pushing is for this, bro. Charlamagne did what he supposed to do. Respond. Because, nigga, the president going at you, putting a whole paragraph out about you. Nigga, yeah. But Charlamagne went on his, Charlamagne went into his, to his daughter-in-law's show. He went to his daughter-in-law's show. Nigga, Charlamagne did what he supposed to do. Nigga, you better respond. You better get that nigga, the president mentioned your name. But like I say, bro, no matter who in office, we got to figure it out on our own. Ain't now candidate did nothing specifically for black Americans, my nigga, nothing. So when I hear that rich and poor talk, it makes me say, hey, I don't want to hear no nigga talk about rich and poor and say this is Donald Trump's fault. I don't want to hear no nigga say that. I don't give a damn what he lied about, because the Democrats wasn't going to do it for you either. The Democrats wasn't going to do it for you either, my nigga. I'm just keeping it 100 with that. And I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Exactly. Inflation been going on for years. For years. How many likes we did, man? I think we did good tonight. We need 60 more likes, man. We need 60 more likes. Hit that like and turn us up, man. What's going down? Ask me whatever in the chat real quick before we go. Before we dip out, man, give me a like in the chat, man, before we go, man. Give me ants in the chat before we dip. Any questions before we dip? Yeah, like how's this bill hurting black people? Shout out to my boy Elliot, man. Shout out to my boy Elliot. Solid brother, man. Like you say, bro, what's going on that's hurting black people? And me, I'm the nigga that's gonna say, what is happening to black people that ain't happened already? The game been the same for us, my nigga. We gotta get out here and figure it out. Ain't nobody came and they tell us to lift ourselves up by the bootstraps. Come on, man. What we doing though? Y'all hit the like and turn us up, dog. We outside with it. Shout out to my boy E305 in the building. We vibing out. As Lenin told us, the capitalism. Let's stand up, man. Y'all hit the like and turn us up. We gotta have at least a 400. We outside thugging. We outside with it. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? No. We outside with this shit, man. Support the freedom, man. Yep, you gotta support the freed, man. Keep dropping the knowledge for shit for sure. Speak truth. We got to do it on our own. Facts. Big facts. I'm at my pop's crib, man. Just kicking back, relaxing, vibing out. Every time I come over here, I be feeling like I got a stream. I seen they denied Diddy bail today as well. So you got to sit in there till October. Money do talk, but it ain't talking for Diddy. Man, my seat was wet. My seat was wet as hell because my shorts is wet as fuck, all that. We outside with it, H-Town, Texas, man. Y'all hit the like and turn us up. Shout out to E305. Yeah, these them Pradas, man. Them Prada Dundadas, man. Prada frames. I love them. I love these. I've been trying to get my frame game up, man. I've been trying to get my frame game up, dog. These the Pradas. I need to go get them Dolces too, dog. Just on GP. What's the temperature? Nah, the temperature out here is probably like, man, right now it's not hot at all. It's probably like 80 right now. 85, 90. 85, 90 type shit. But it ain't humid. It ain't super humid. The humidity is what kills us in Houston. We got crazy humidity. Crazy. And my seat was wet, bro. God damn. But tonight is good because there's no humidity tonight. But normally, nigga, you can't even be outside like this. 68 degrees here. Don't know how to act here. Never been here. So it's 68 degrees right now. Damn, 67? Damn. If it's 68 degrees right now, Hot Thoughts TV in the building, Pico, what's the deal, man? What's the motherfucking deal, Pico? We outside with this shit real quick. Finna get up off here. Go tap into my interview rolling on Hot Thoughts TV right now. We on there popping some shit. Nah, I ain't throwing no pool party. I don't be fucking with people like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I go to other people's parties. I'll support another motherfucking party before I throw my own. Shit, so do your thing. Go to college, man. Hit that like and turn us up. Appreciate the support. We got more coming, man. Man, stay focused. If you going to college, shout out to somebody, appreciate that, Pete. Appreciate that, Pico. If you going to college, niggas, sacrifice that time and study. It's on you, bro. You got to sacrifice, bro. Making it in life, being successful in life, financially or anything, you got to make sacrifices. Some people have to sacrifice more than others. And when I say sacrificing, you might have the fear of missing out. You might have FOMO. You can't worry about that. You might have to miss out on some bitches. You got to worry about that. You might have to miss out on, you got to save your money. Whoop-de whoop. You're going to have to miss out on sleep. You got to do all that. Ain't nothing fake about the kid jury, man. Trust me, ain't nothing fake about the jury. We are blessed. Well, hey, man, I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all stay up, stay blessed. Yep, you gon' man. Whatever you doing, sacrifice, bro. Think about this. It's 2025. If you sacrifice for 5 years, bro, and you stay consistent, you will be able to come up, bro. Just sacrifice. But you got to study too. You got to have your homework. You got to do your homework. And you got to do your best to keep it solid, bro. You're going to veer off the tracks. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have trials and tribulations, but don't ever let your character change, man. Stay intact, bro. Don't look at everybody else to the left, to the right. Stay focused on your path. When you look at your path, know you got your own journey. And when you got your journey is your marathon. Yeah, you look to your left, you look to your right as an A. I'm get motivated by them. I'm gonna look at what they doing and say, okay, that's dope. I need to do that. Or I need to go harder. I need to go harder. I need to grind harder. I need to sacrifice more. But don't think what's for somebody else is for you as far as your goal, because your goals ain't, you supposed to set your own goals, my nigga. You supposed to have your own goals. You supposed to have your own plan. You supposed to have your own structure. So when you focusing on what you trying to do and you sacrificing, bro, man, you just gotta do it, bro. It's gonna be days you're gonna be exhausted, but you gotta think, bro. It's 24 hours in the day. You gotta get yourself on the plan. You gotta get yourself on the schedule. See, me, I ain't got no schedule. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. What's going on with Fontano? I've been seeing him pop up, but I don't really be. I know, bro. He done did some good breakdowns back in the day that I watched, but I don't really be tapped into bro like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't been tapped into that Anthony Fontano shit. Yep, go hard, man. Go hard. Get that rest. Sometimes you got to cut all the bullshit out and just stay focused, man. You got to think down the line. I see. I'm blessed enough that I landed in a lane that I love, that I've been doing my whole life already. So me landing in this lane, oh, he used nigga? I didn't see that. That's a no-no, my boy. And that's why, if he said in nigga with the ER, I can't pull up my other phone dead. I can't look for it, but we'll see though. If he said nigga, that's out. Nigga, well, ain't no debating and waiting on that. If you said nigga, you're over with, my boy. Saying nigga with the ER, if he did that, because I don't know. Yeah, that's out. Shout out to Boston. We gone though. Y'all stay up, man. Hit that like. Come back after the live over. Get in the chat with them ant emojis, man. Get in the chat with them ant emojis after the live is over. We back tomorrow night. Um, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Turn it up, and then I want y'all to pull up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We gonna be live for the Studio 56 podcast, man. Pull back up.